Oh, hi. Good afternoon, guys. This is Salokot1 once again, and I'm just waiting for uh, the founder of um, FineCraftsmen, which I will be interviewing today. And this not so. Oh, there he is. Let us say hi first, then we'll ask him to join in this particular. As soon as he does, we'll be asking him quite a lot of questions with on his brand name as well as his products. Okay, but we will be focusing more on um, his caps or his cap releases. Let's see. Still waiting for him at the moment. Okay, there he is, and I think it's a little bit on the sideways, man. Hi, Manny.
Really? I'm a little bit of sideways.
Yeah, you're actually on sideways.
All right. So I think I'm gonna, yeah, maybe it's just on the standee. So I'm just gonna ask my staff to do it.
Okay. Hi, man. I think I met you already in New Era Ayala Mall, right?
Yes, it's nice to
It's-
see you again, brother.
yeah, me
So
same here.
yeah.
Same here. I like the background which you have right now. All New Era.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, this is our well, actually, we have our skeletal course right now because
Mhm.
we're taking orders, even though we are on ECQ, we still
Mhm.
need to go to work for the reason that our product development has to continue because we have a lot of pending designs that we need to launch
Mhm.
maybe Q3 this year.
Oh,
So that
nice.
also includes headwear, a
Oh, okay.
headwear.
Oh, okay.
So
That's nice. I'll be expecting that.
by the way, thanks for having me. Thanks for
Oh,
inviting me
it was an honor. I mean, it's been a
yeah,
long time
for the
coming. I mean,
New York
I was
show.
supposed to, yeah, I
It's
was supposed to
Capaholic,
interview.
right?
Yeah,
Capaholic.
come on. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, I was supposed to interview you personally, but the thing is that I think it made this ECQ better, having you guys around online all the time.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll get
sure.
started right
There's always have a time to, for us to be able to meet.
away.
Uh, well, I hope ECQ will conclude as soon as possible
Mhm.
because it's really hard in general for the
Mhm.
business, of course, for the every individuals in our country, actually all over
Mhm.
the world.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
we're we're having a difficult time in terms of everything,
Yeah.
especially logistics. It's really
Mm.
hard.
Yeah, I understand. Same with us because we are also in the buy and sell thing. Quite a lot of other local members are having difficulty having to ship back and forth. But anyway, let's get started right away. I'd like to ask first your name and your brand's name as well. So can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, Capaholics. I'm Manny Laxamana. So I'm the founder and creative director of FineCraftsmen. So basically, FineCraftsmen is a lifestyle clothing brand
Mhm.
offering an exclusive merchandise for an exclusive organizations, which is
Mm.
the Freemason.
Yeah.
So Freemasons is a worldwide organization. It's a
Mhm.
fraternity
Mhm.
and we cater both local and international market. So
Oh, nice.
actually,
Mhm.
it's we are one of the pioneer doing the lifestyle uh, clothing brand for our organization.
Okay, that's nice. Actually, that's one of my main concern because a lot of our members are in particular keep on asking us if they can buy your caps right away because they think that because of the
Yeah.
design they are really quite interested in it. And then when I want to let them educate them in further is that this actually is more on the membership exclusivity and you can
Yeah,
get it right away.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, JB, as much as I want to, offer or to
Yeah.
cater the general market.
Mm,
However, the problem is we are binded by our organization's policy, so we can
mm,
only sell uh, our merchandise to the members exclusively.
mm,
Because if you will notice,
mm,
like this one, the
mm,
this is the insignia or the seal of Freemasons.
mm,
So basically, we are only allowed to sell
mm,
this design to
mm.
members.
Yes.
Otherwise, we will be sanctioned for penalty or worse.
Mm-hmm.
They can.
Technical.
Live again. Mm, I'm sorry for our previous session, but let me just check real quick if FineCraftsman Manny Laxamana will be online once again. And then I said, oh, okay, there he is. Okay, time to join you up.
And we're
All
back.
right. Yeah, then we're
We're back. Yeah.
back.
Sorry for. I think it's kind of the connection is kind of intermittent right
Yeah.
now. So yeah. Sorry for that.
Well,
So
sorry,
yeah. So
that was easy for me. But
so
anyway, yeah, we'll get continue when where we left off. You were saying that it why the reason why they can't get your products. I mean, for those members that are not really part of your fraternity.
yeah. It's really our Grand Lodge. We call it Grand Lodge because every Masons here is being administered by certain Grand Lodge, which is
Mm, okay.
situated in. So they are
Okay.
kind of really strict when it comes to implementation.
Mm,
So again, as much as we want to, offer our products to all papaholics up there, but unfortunately, I regret that we cannot do that. So only members can really
yeah.
buy our merchandise. And
Okay.
I hope that someday I'll be having a brand that I can also offer my designs to the
Mm.
members of the.
Thank you very much for that. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So when was your brand established?
Well, I started the brand year 2014. Actually,
Oh.
uh, it just so happened that a brother, which is a former basketball superstar. If
Mm-hmm.
you know brother Ali P,
Mm,
Ali the
not familiar.
Mountain Peak, he's a
Oh,
tall
I
guy.
see.
He's a former PBA basketball superstar.
Okay.
We came up with an idea of
Mm-hmm.
creating a lifestyle clothing brand for Freemason. So that's way back 2014.
Oh.
Actually, it's just a hobby. Started as a
Oh.
hobby,
Mm-hmm.
and then after a year or two,
Mm-hmm.
I made the decision to go full time because
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised by the demand of the merch,
Mm-hmm.
especially the caps.
Mm-hmm.
That time I don't have New Era yet, but
Mm-hmm.
still the demand is so high that it made me resign from my former job. Well, I used to be a brand
Okay.
manager of an apparel company, so
Okay.
I'm just doing the same thing.
Mm. Okay. Nice. Okay. Nice to know the history behind your brand. And do you have an office or an actual store right now? If so, where it is?
Yeah, actually, we have our brick and mortar store in Quezon City.
Oh.
We are located at Temple's Place building along Matalino Street, just uh, near Quezon City Hall, if you're familiar in the
Oh.
location.
Mm.
So, however, our physical store,
Mm-hmm.
which Raylan, can you show the entire store?
Mm. Oh, nice.
All right.
Okay.
So So our physical store is situated uh, at the top of the building, at the penthouse. So it's kind of weird, right?
Okay.
For the
Well,
reason
that's
that we
cool.
don't really need a high foot traffic area,
Mm-hmm.
because even though we are situated in a high foot traffic area, we cannot offer or we cannot sell our goods to them, because not all,
Mm.
passing through our members of our
Yeah,
organization.
yeah, I understand.
So yeah, it's kind of weird, but again, I like doing the branding, and I never thought that will will come this far.
Mm.
Uh, Collaborating with international brands like New Era.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much for that. And with it, do you ship internationally or just local?
Yeah, we actually at first, in our first year,
Mm-hmm.
we only cater local markets like from Visaya, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, especially Metro Manila,
Ah,
which
okay.
was I think the big chunk of our market is within Metro Manila.
Mm-hmm.
However, time passes by,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of members from other countries,
Mm-hmm.
because of the help of the social media, we're able to reach them, and yeah, we're doing our logistics. We ship internationally. We
Mm-hmm.
do some of our, I mean, most of our shipments goes to USA. We do Japan, Canada. Almost like every week, we have to ship our merchandise to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nice.
it's a bit pricey,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a good thing of offering a very unique uh, merchandise or goods, which
Mm-hmm.
allows us to dictate our prices.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And that was a useful information in case that one of your members are a member of ours and would like your caps to be
Yeah.
shipped to their location. Yeah. So, and next on, just to say, how many caps have you designed and released so far since you started?
So I started, if I'm not mistaken, I
Sorry.
started collaborating with New Era. I think I started working with them year 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me like a couple of months
Mm-hmm.
for uh, be able to process the collaboration, because I have to, you know, doing a collaboration with a, international brands like New Era. It's quite it's quite challenging, because they will require you a lot of documents.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
have to uh, make them feel
Sorry.
that our
Mm-hmm.
brand and their brand has a good synergy
Mm-hmm.
that will complement with each other
Mm-hmm.
to be able to tap new markets.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that, that I started working with New Era 2018. We're about to launch our first design. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
our first design of Freemasons
Mm-hmm.
is the first in our country.
Mm-hmm.
So because
Okay.
we're the first
Sorry.
partner of New Era when it comes to our organization.
Mm-hmm.
So before
Okay.
we do that, there were there were collaborations already taking place from
Mm-hmm.
other side of the globe, like in US.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think there's a certain brand that already collaborate with Noera. However, here in the Philippines, FineCraftsmen is the first brand to offer a collaboration, a brand
Mm-hmm.
collaboration with. So actually, the one that I'm wearing, this is the first design.
Yeah.
So to answer your questions, we have already released three designs.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. So the second design is this design. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Shriner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is
Yeah.
the second. And the third design is this one. It's called Demole. So
Mm. Nice.
among the three,
Mm.
this is the most sought after. design
Mm. Oh,
because
really?
this design
Mm.
is
Mm.
intendedly to market or to sell to the younger
Mm.
groups of
Yeah.
Freemasons,
Yeah.
which are international order of them. So
Mm. Okay.
basically, we have three designs already.
Mm. Mm.
Uh, however, uh, we have upcoming new designs
Mm.
this year. So we're gonna
Mm.
release our fourth designs with New Era
Oh.
on
Mhm.
May.
Oh, nice.
So, but the date is kind of we're trying to juggle everything because
Mm.
everything is indefinite because of the recent situation. So,
Yeah.
uh, New Era and I are close coordination on the date we
Mm.
are going to do our unboxing for the fourth designs.
Oh, nice. That we'll wait for that when
Yeah,
it's
so
released. Okay. So.
we were able
Mm.
to launch three designs already with complete packaging. So
Uh-huh.
each designs they have their own respective boxes,
Okay.
and each also it comes with a authenticity card because
Mm.
this is a limited. It, all designs that we produce is a limited, are limited edition.
Mm.
So we only produce 250 pieces
Uh-huh.
of this
For design.
design to be market or to be distributed globally.
Is it the
So that's
250?
how small the
Uh,
quantity is.
okay.
So we
With the
didn't even reach 1,000 for this design because I really want to make this designs
mm-hmm.
or this merchandise so special
Mm-hmm.
uh, that it that most of the buyers are collectors, and
Mm-hmm.
also they buy twos because they
Mm.
don't want to use uh, the other cup because the
Mm.
other cup is intended to sit on the shelves only.
Yeah.
So as part
Yeah.
of their display, that's
Mm-hmm.
same setup as yours. I think your at your back you have your shelves of your collections also.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the most exciting part
Mm.
of having a limited edition because they are really looking into the day of
Mm.
releasing a new design for them.
Ah, okay. Okay. So, just a question with regards to the number that you have just said. Uh, is it the design is limited to 250? Is it all throughout your design? 250 is the maximum. Every design is
I'm sorry.
250 pieces. Every design is release was your release is around
I think
250.
this
250. Huh?
the
Can
audio.
you? Okay. I can hear you.
Hi
Can you
JB,
hear me? Can you hear me?
can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you right here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I'll try to have my other phone. Come again. Sorry.
Okay. So actually, I want to ask you with every other design or with every design that you have released so far, uh, is there like a definite 250 pieces per design, or you just want that particular design to be around 250 pieces?
I'm sorry. Are you referring with the quantity per design?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually New Era required us
Hmm.
at least 250 pieces per
Oh.
design.
Okay. Okay.
But but um well, even though we are an exclusive organization,
Mm-hmm.
but the market we cater the market internationally. So what I mean is we market our market is global. So
Mm,
even though it's only 250 pieces,
mm, mm,
it's really small.
mm,
So uh, there's a limitation. I mean, in terms of quantity, but
mm,
without New Era asking me to uh, or requiring me to do those to order from them the 250 pieces, I will
mm,
still uh, I will still not order beyond that quantity because, as I mentioned, I really
mm,
want the designs and the the quantity to be limited
mm.
because for me, I believe that it adds up on the value
Yes,
of the item, especially it's
yes,
exclusive. And
yes.
yeah, actually, I'm a big fan of some international brands who's doing the uh, limited supply strategy.
Mm-hmm,
So yeah, like if you're familiar with Supreme, so it's one of my my inspirational brand
mm-hmm.
on running my clothing brand.
Oh, okay. So next on, with regards to the designs that you have with most of your caps or the cap that you have released, do you go for a specific kind of theme, or is there any other like a specific way you want to design your caps with? I mean, you go by the symbol, the insignias of every releases that you have from your caps. Is there any specific theme?
And so
Yeah. Do you go by when designing your caps? You go by a specific theme, or it's just random?
MJB, sorry, I cannot hear
Okay.
you. So
Okay. Well,
uh,
do you want
I
to start again?
I
I mean,
I apologize. Can
yeah.
you please allow me to reconnect again so
Okay. Okay.
for the connection to stabilize?
Sure. Sure. We'll end this now and then reconnect again. Okay. Bye bye. See you later.
All right, all right, all right. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I think we're having intermittent connections both here and with Manny. Just wait for him to come by again. Oh, there he is once again. Let us check.
Okay.
Okay. Just to
Okay.
continue.
I'm so
It's
sorry,
okay.
JP. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Actually, it's quite understandable because of the connection. I think
Yeah.
everybody is trying to connect with the same bandwidth that we're having right now. But anyway, we'll just continue on with the question. What I was asking earlier is that I would like to know if all your designs are actually going for a specific theme, or do you design them at random?
Freemasonry.
Yeah,
So because
most of the cats.
mhm.
Uh, you
because
continue.
in terms of design, when we say Freemasonry,
Mm,
it's kind of uh, big uh, when it comes to when it comes to conceptualization of designs because there's still a lot of um, groups under the group. So because masonry composed of uh, several subgroups under
mm-hmm,
it.
mm-hmm,
So each each group they have
Mhm.
their own logo or insignia
Okay. Okay.
that we can, that can be our inspiration for our next design.
Mhm. Oh, I
But
see. I see. Okay.
to answer your questions, most of our designs, all of it, are inspired by Freemasonry in general.
I see. I see. Okay, I understand. Okay, let's move on to the next question. I think you got most of your caps manufactured in New Era, which is obviously international. So I wouldn't ask you anymore with this kind of question. And we next go, we'll go the next.
But
Yeah.
well, but
I
but
are you?
well, JB. But
Uh-huh.
at first we started our company way back 2014, right? So that
Yeah.
time we didn't have any partnership with New Era yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, at first, all my caps, my typical caps, usually came from Taiwan. So
Mm-hmm.
I have group of graphic artists was
Mm-hmm.
reporting under me,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and they do the designs for the company
Mm-hmm.
under the supervision. Then we sent the design to the manufacturer. Then they will bring the cap,
Mm-hmm.
the merchandise.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, when we started working with New Era, all of
Mhm.
our cap already being manufactured by New Era already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with this, are you worried about copycats? I mean, is there such thing that will worry you about it?
Uh, when we say copycats, actually it's yes. Especially I'm a designer, so I design a cap. It's
Mm-hmm.
really a big no for a for someone, to just steal a design
Mm-hmm.
of a person which we know that before for us to be able to create a certain design, it takes a lot of efforts. There's
Yeah.
a lot of uh, when we say when we're talking about in business per se, in a way that I'm worried because in a way that brands spent several years for R&D, research and
Mm-hmm.
development,
Mm-hmm.
um, trying to evolve or produce a unique products or goods to benefit
Mm-hmm.
the consumers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
but if someone or a group or an organization will counterfeit or will copy your original works.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it will be very difficult for the original to to continue their business or
Mm-hmm.
their path, because that it's not only the designs they
Mm-hmm.
are trying to steal, but also in terms of
Mm-hmm.
financial,
Yeah.
because some fake sellers are gaining financially at the cost of the originals.
Yeah. 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 That's very bad. But anyway, since that we're on the subject of having those copycats around, what's your take on unauthorized releases? Like, for example, you came up with a design and you know for a fact that it will take a couple of months for it to be released, and then you found out on certain cap group that that particular release was already with them. So what's your take on it?
Yeah, I'm really, should I say, I'm really not in favor of it because, such unauthorized releases is completely unfair.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that, I call unauthorized, the group that who release unauthorized merchandise or brands. I call them free riders.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they they were they were I mean they don't even invest
Mm-hmm.
a time and
Mm-hmm.
money to operate such brand, which is for me, like, it's really a big no.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really like those people who do that kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Okay.
And also, unauthorized releases, reap the benefits of such efforts.
Yeah.
Um, the owners of the brand, they don't know how hard work and the hard earned reputation of the brand
Mm-hmm.
owners,
Yeah.
uh, that they want to maintain for the sake of quality and customer service.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that there's a way that we can minimize the kind of
Mm-hmm.
wrongdoings.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
of the main objectives for Capaholic is that we don't really allow anybody to sell unauthorized pieces. So I hope
Na?
we make a dent. Yeah, I hope we make a dent in brand names such as yours that we prohibit such things from being rotated within our group. But anyway, that's one of our initiatives in the Cap world in the Philippines. So we'll move on to the next question, which I think most of the members of ours are really interested. Is that are you a cup collector too? If so, how many cups do you
Yeah,
have in your
yeah.
collection?
Okay. So to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
on my answer,
Mm-hmm.
at first I'm not, but
Okay.
when I started the business since
Mm-hmm.
2014,
Uh-huh.
by nature I started, you know, love collecting, uh, not only headwear, even the shirts, especially
Mm-hmm.
uh, it belongs under my creation. So
Mm-hmm.
it by nature it just came out to me that
Mm-hmm.
I really love to collect, especially headwear,
Mm-hmm.
because we as male, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to be like gender,
Mm-hmm.
something that I really I just woke up one day that I never imagined that I will have a certain quantity beyond my
Mm-hmm.
expectations. I started collecting since 2014, and
Mm-hmm.
right now I think I have, if I'm not mistaken, I think I have less than 100. Uh,
Whoa.
yeah, uh, yeah, I think I have less than 100 already. I think 20% of those are my own
Mm-hmm.
design.
Oh.
50% of those are Masonic or
Mm-hmm.
Freemasons team design, and the
Mm-hmm.
other half are those NE caps
Oh.
sold in the public. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
that's
think
a
it's less
nice.
than 100, and
Yeah.
still counting.
Yeah. I think you answered most of the three questions that in one go with
Okay,
this
okay.
particular answer. But anyway, it was really interesting for us to know about the thing. And with this, be able to proceed to the next question, which is, what's your take on about cat tags cap? Those caps that have
Uh,
cat tags?
cat, cat, cat tags cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Are you
think
aware of it?
yeah. I'm
All right.
really aware. I'm aware of it, but to be
Mm-hmm.
honest,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I just heard a few of it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm really more I'm really more aware on the cat taggings on the shirt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
because apparently cat tags are mostly done by startup brands,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
slowly it's and slowly, apparently, on my own, in my own perspective, apparently
Mhm.
it's being accepted, especially in the streetwear industry.
Mhm.
Imagine there are some celebrities uh, who did uh, cut taggings. Like one example is Kanye West.
Mhm.
Kanye West is a very popular celebrity,
Mhm.
which printed his design on a Gildan shirt.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, but if uh, to answer your question, I'm really not in favor of that.
Mhm.
For those who are currently doing that, I highly suggest to gradually separate or instantly get out of it if possible.
Mhm.
For
Mhm.
the reason of you know, um, I never I never see any brands who become successful by just associating you know his brand to a certain brand. So
Mhm.
it defeat the purpose of having it's your own brand identity and
Mhm.
as well as your own brand value.
Mm, okay. Actually, to explain with regards to those cat tags on caps, in particular, there are times that when you ask New Era to produce for you, let's say there are a number of caps that have been rejected by the factory itself. Okay, what they actually
Yes.
do with this is they cut the tags of New Era on the cap that you
Yeah.
have, and they will have it disposed of. But the thing is that. It is being smuggled or one of the factory workers decided upon to sell it to somebody and then have it shipped to Philippines. So the thing is, most of those sellers right here are in fact getting profit out of it because these are in fact rejects and these are stolen from from factories. And what their logic is that if it came from the same factory, then it's legit. But that's not actually the same thing. It's like having a son, right? You need to acknowledge
Yeah.
that this particular product or your son is legitimate or in which for
Yeah.
you to acknowledge it as a
Yeah.
legitimate son. If you don't acknowledge the
Mhm.
product, which you are unaware of, because these were in fact smuggled from the factory, then the thing is that it will be considered as a fake, right? But they don't.
Yes,
Most of
it
the
is.
other
But
companies consider,
technically, it's not.
yeah,
Technically, it's not. But well, in principle, it's not original.
yeah,
Something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Well,
so that's the thing.
if that's the case,
Mm,
even though it's industry practice, still I'm not in favor of that because it
mm,
loses again, it loses the legitimacy
mm,
of uh, a product, not only
yeah.
for new era, uh,
Mm,
as well as the other category in terms of apparel.
mm. Oh, okay. So next one, we'll move on to the last two questions on my questionnaire. What's your advice on new collectors?
All right, new collectors. Oh, okay. Okay. Basically, also considered myself as still consider myself, even though I made a couple of designs
Mm,
for New Era. I consider myself still a new collector. Uh,
mm,
but to fit myself on the same shoes of new collectors.
mm,
My 2 cents for that is whatever makes you happy by means of collecting,
mm,
then be it.
mm,
Because it's not about the money.
mm,
It's more on the experience and self satisfaction.
mm,
But on the other hand, I would like to advise to those collectors to be, of course, be mindful
mm,
of your capacity,
mm,
not only in terms of money, but also in terms of time, because
mm,
you know uh, collecting will entails a lot of time, it
Mm,
requires a lot of time. And
mm,
because in my case, I personally, manage or organizing my own collections. I do the
mm,
cleaning, I do the maintenance and
mhm,
everything, even the
mm.
sorting. So it
Yeah.
takes a lot of time as well.
Mm,
So just keep on collecting based on your capacity. I think that's about.
mm. Thank you very much. That's a nice advice for them. And lastly, what can we expect from your brand in the
Okay.
future?
Fine craftsman really loves to work uh, with other groups. We really love collaborations.
Mm,
As the creative director of the company, we have a lot of projects coming in,
mhm,
especially with New Era, because New Era, personally, this is my favorite brand. So I
mhm,
really love working with New Era. So for me, it's not the feeling is not working. It's really like the passion. I really like
mhm,
enjoying it. I can sometimes I can do several designs in one sitting.
mhm.
You can expect a lot from Prime Craftsmen collaborating with No Era.
Mm,
As I mentioned earlier, we'll be having our fourth design this coming May,
mm. Me.
and we have a lot of designs under our line sheet.
Mhm,
Uh, we are targeting to release at least two minimum of two
mhm.
designs with No
Oh,
Era,
yeah.
and we have a lot of collaborations. Like
Mhm.
we have uh, upcoming collaborations with a watch company, an international watch
Oh,
company, which
mhm.
a which brand I cannot disclose yet. Also a
Okay.
footwear, uh,
Yeah.
and some international clothing brand as well that will complement
Okay.
us.
Mm. So I would like to thank you for spending time with us today, and I hope to get to talk with you in person sometime in the future once again. So to talk about
Yeah,
caps, okay?
of course, JB, you're always welcome. Please feel free to visit us,
Mhm.
and I'll be seeing you soon in one of the. I think we're by any chance we will meet again,
Yeah,
because I know New Era has a lot of upcoming events.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'll be
We'll be
seeing
there.
you soon. And anytime, it's my
Yeah,
pleasure having
yeah.
and thanks for having me to be interviewed here in Capaholics.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Okay.
and I hope you have a blessed day
Thank you,
ahead of
sir.
you. Have a good day.
Yeah,
Okay. Bye
you're
bye.
always
Bye for
welcome.
now.
Keep safe.
Mhm.
I hope everything will be will be
Yeah,
finished and everything will be
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Thank
JB.
you.
More
Thank you, rin.
power to
Salamat.
Capaholics.
Yeah. Same with your band. Okay. See you. Bye bye.